We've got a Fox News alert on this Sunday morning from Benghazi. 3 police officers are hurt when a car explodes right in front of their station.
We'll keep you updated. Meanwhile, this happening on the same day a new report was released. It claims security guards to the U.S. consulate complained about the danger and leading up to the attack on two-way radio as well as cell phone, and a lack of urgency in the U.S. response may have ultimately cost Americans their lives. The CIA has a different take.
Now, 53 members of Congress sent a letter to President Obama and Secretary of State Hillary Clinton demanding answers. Joining us right now, one of those members of Congress, Congressman Mike Kelly of Pennsylvania. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
We're doing okay, but, you know, we, like you, trying to get to the bottom of the things. When we ask questions, members of the press ask the White House or the State Department, they're stonewalling us. But you're a member of Congress. You are entitled to know, and they're stonewalling you.
Well, 53 of my colleagues, we wrote a letter to Secretary of State Clinton and also President Obama. Did we do enough? Did we really do enough? And based on what we're learning each day, my goodness, we saw it coming. They were aware of it, and for some reason, at a time when it was becoming the most vulnerable, the administration backed off on their security. They made them more vulnerable. They could have beefed up security, but they backed off on it. They could have pulled the ambassador out, but they didn't. They left them there. And now, as we learn every day, in fact, that one of the most ominous premonitions, we find out Sean Smith on that same day says, if we don't die tonight, and they're watching a hard Libyan national taking pictures of the inside of the consulate. Right. You've got to ask yourself, when we knew all this, when we saw it coming, why didn't we react? What was the reason for not doing it? And now, and I want to thank Fox News. You have been the ones that have been the champion of the story. Catherine Herridge, remarkable work. But you have to ask yourself why. What is so damning about the information? And, John 8:31 says, then you will know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Why don't we just tell the truth? The American people are wonderful people and very forgiving if you make a mistake. But one thing they will not accept is being lied to or being misled on purpose to protect somebody or something or an administration that seems complicit in a cover-up that really has passed being the smell test. This has a stench. And people in Pennsylvania that I walk and talk to are really outraged by the way this administration has handled this. It's appalling.
So, Congressman, it just seems like there's a different fall guy every day. Now, Blue Mountain's accusing the CIA of not. Blue Mountain is the private security firm from Wales that was hired. Get that, to protect the embassies. Are saying, oh, the CIA's got the timeline wrong. We reached out earlier. Are someone else making these other entities fight when others really are to blame?
Well, you know what? We can't get to the truth. If it isn't for your reporting, we're never going to get this information. And it's, again, why? Why the length of time? Why the stalling? And one of the things that I think is really damning, we keep going back early on to this 15-minute YouTube, and I heard Jay Carney say, he said, what proof do you have that this video was the cause of it? And his answer is, what proof do you have that it wasn't? My goodness, listen, I got past that in junior high. The American people have a right to know. Chairman Issa, who starts every oversight committee meeting, say the American people have the right to know, and we have the responsibility to find out. And I swear to this country that this committee will get to the bottom of this. And if it takes dragging the administration, kicking and screaming, into a committee meeting to testify, that's what we're going to do.
Congressman,
the Smith family, the Stevens family, the Doherty family, and the Woods family need to know the truth.
Absolutely. And Sean Smith's mother says she holds the President of the United States responsible for the murder of her son. But I want to ask you, the administration is saying, okay, calm down, everybody. We will have an investigation out, the results by middle of December. When the results come out, will you trust them?
Well, you know what? The office of the presidency requires somebody of great character and great strength. And I have the greatest respect, as do I think the whole world, for the office of the presidency. Unfortunately, we've watched the last 4 years of a consistent approach of incapability, time after time. I do not have the faith and trust that I would like to have in this particular president. And the American people are going to have the opportunity in about 2 days to speak out on the way they feel the office of the presidency has been held. I can't overstate the fact that there seems to be a complicitness between the Secretary of State, who I don't know where she is anymore, by the way, our president, who continues to campaign and dodge the issues, and an administration that seems complicit in the cover-up of one of the most egregious and shameful events in the history of this country.
Which is why you wrote the letter, and it's why it was important for you to be here with us on this Sunday. Thanks so much. 48 hours and counting to the big verdict, to big election day. Congressman Mike Kelly, thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. All right, exactly 20